Okay. Things are counting. I guess I think it's recording. Things are moving. Yeah.
Okay, so our connections.
Yeah. Well, and I think I'm reflecting, if you have these three themes, that our feelings of rootlessness come from similar places, it feels like, contemporarily. Right? We both move around a lot.
Yes.
We both, right, like, places don't really feel like home, like where really is home. That we struggle to talk about where home is. I guess I feel that on like a deeply generational level as well, and maybe that's a point of departure a little bit. That I mean, that's like a super historical thing shaped by fucked up events, right? Like that a lot of folks didn't have choices in.
Yeah. And I thought what you said. I mean, it struck me like when you talked about, when you sort of talked about your grandmother
yeah.
went to Chicago, and so talking about choice, but how much of a choice,
right? Or
there,
choices mediated, yeah. Well, and I think like I had not processed out loud that my grandmother felt like home a lot until today or right now. Like I had been thinking like, I don't know, right? Like, but that's the person I always think about when I think of home. I don't know, do you have someone like that, or do?
Yeah, so for me, it is my grandparents too, and those are. So I lost my grandfather just last week, and actually just a couple days ago, and so for us, because we don't have a lot of extended family, we don't have like a family like house that you go back to. Like that was pretty much it. And so I feel like there's something with their generation being kind of gone now that makes me feel a little less rooted. I think. Yeah. So I think it's similar for me too. It's more thinking of a person, people being home, as opposed to really a place.
Yeah. Well, I think it's and it's like this last part around higher education is part of the price we pay for our fields in many ways. And like your kind of choice to step away from that, even to maybe put roots somewhere or to be somewhere that may be choices we have to make, or that I may have to make down the line, or like it is. I mean, there is just such a cultural movement in higher, like it is so normalized in ways that I was like, what?
It's really true, and in fact, like I don't think I've ever, since I've kind of gone down this road, like ever envisioned myself really like staying one place. I mean, I don't even think it enters my mind.
Well, I think that's
just sort of a given that will continue to,
Well, like staying or planting roots. Another thing I think we talked a bit about, like. Does it mean to stay somewhere, put roots somewhere, or like, I'm thinking like, what would it mean to make somewhere feel like home?
When you talked about your space in your actual
well, and that allowed me to feel like I remember like I put up my grandmother's obituary, my great grandmother's obituary on my dresser, and I had put up a bunch of other stuff before that, and that is the moment that concretized, like, okay, like I'll be here for a while. Like it was like this super intense, like, now my room's done. So there was that moment, and then I recently bought these whiteboards because grad school stuff, and I put them up on my wall, and the room felt complete finally. That it was these like things that I just had never done. Like I had never put up that, or like. One of my partners made me this super cute picture, like this painting of me I put up, and I remember like I was putting up all these types of thinking about it now, like deeply personal artifacts up for display, and really not thinking about the fact that I'm going to have to take it down and leave, right? Like it's always my thing, I'm like, why waste energy putting it up?
Right,
and the choice to do that felt really good, to be like, you'll be here, like, and I guess, and I think part of it is being raised poor, like we're always on the brink of eviction. So we never, so I'm always around here like, I could be put out at any moment. Like that's mostly not true now. Like I have a steady source of income, like I'll be fine. But that fear is always there, that like you may have to pack up everything and leave at a moment's notice because you didn't pay your rent, is always there. So like I like, part of my thing of migrations, one of my things moving here, I was like, I'm just gonna like plant roots and like be present in spaces and like form better bonds with space and people. I think I did some of that, and now I'm moving at the end of June, so now I'm like in the process like thinking about like how I'm gonna pack all this shit up again and like move it and like taking it all down. And I took down my grandmother's obituary to bring it here to talk about it, and I'm like, oh, like, should I put it back up for these last 2 months where I'm here? Should I just leave it down?
Right. Yeah.
You know? So there's all these like interesting things now that I'm like moving again. I'm like,
yeah.
I'm sick of moving.
It takes a lot of energy to move. It really does. It's like a big process, and we've driven across the country a few times over a few years, and then we've been here 9 months. And just this past weekend, we bought a table to eat at, which we haven't even done
ever. Like, wow, yeah.
So. And not for any reason other than I just think like we're just sort of used to that mindset, but we're going to be here,
Yeah.
So
by the
there's something kind of
so
nice
like
about
by
that.
the table.
We're like the way people probably should be in their places, but we just we were so used to just we were minimal and So
well, I didn't buy a bed. Well, I'm renting a bed. Because I'm moving in 3 years. But I mean, like, I had never got a bed. I had a futon that I've used. I'm like, there's no point. Like, I'm going to have to move out. I don't want to deal with moving the bed ever.
Yeah.
And then this is time I've had a bed in like 5 years. And like, furniture and tables and buying things for the kitchen. And though I still feel that like, oh, you're leaving soon, I think I'm like trying to brush off that false sense of urgency. Like I'm kind of like, yeah, and you'll just pack it up, like it's fine. Like I'm trying to release some of that like deeply learned behavior.
Do you feel like you're making Utah home like what has made it feel like home to you?
You know, I think there's always I can never like Utah's just too white. I can never live here forever, but I do think there are like ways that like I've decided like if you're gonna live here for 2 to 3 years, like make it home, like make it comfortable, make it feel like you belong here. Like and part of that's my own like resistance, like you all think I probably shouldn't be here, but here I am. Or like here I am in all my black glory. Like and yeah, I think I made that choice when I moved. It was like you're gonna be here, so like. Stop thinking you're not gonna be. And I was in my undergrad for 5 years and never did that.
Yeah.
Like I spent 5 years like just hanging out.
Yep.
Right, just lit.
Yeah.
And so it's been interesting. And but I also think now leaving will be harder. I've also intentionally built relationships and bonds with folks that were deeper than I did in my undergrad as part of my like planning roots thing.
Right.
And so now the thought of leaving feels harder already, and it's only been like 9 months.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm like, oh God, like what is it gonna feel like at the end of year 3? Like right here, it's like, oh shit. So I think choosing to kind of embrace those like uneasiness or like not always being put out or having to leave.
Yeah.
Like I make more money now on a graduate student stipend than I have in my life, right?
Yeah.
Like making 16 grand, for 9 months of work is just like I've never had this much, right? So that's still like well below poverty line, right? Like I'm right, but this is the most income I've ever had. I make the most money out of my family right now. Like no one else has, right? Like. During winter break, when I like didn't work and still got a check, it was like, oh shit, what is this life about? Right? Like there's there's all these.
I totally relate.
Right? There's like all these things around class that I also think I'm like having to like get over because it's not my reality anymore. Right? Like it partly is because I'm in weird limbo graduate school land, but my stipend's my stipend. Like I got it, and it's the same amount no matter how much I work. Right? Like it'll be there. I know when it's getting to my bank account. I'm always worried it's not going to be there, but it is, and so I don't know.
It's like that for me was such an important time, and it was I went off. I did grad school. I left and I went up to Syracuse.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And,
I know Syracuse.
Do you?
I have some friends there.
Oh, I know. Yeah. And it's really cold.
Yes.
And really snowy. And, and gray, and it was and it was the first time I'd ever really like gone somewhere totally by myself.
Mm-hmm.
I like was doing something that I really cared about, just kind of feeling for myself,
Right.
making that stipend, just like, and it was mine, and,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
even in this place that felt super foreign and kind of strange to me, there's just something about that that was like, super liberating, I think.
Yeah.
Felt really good.
Well, moving felt like liberating to be away from my family, and I would tell my mom this all the time. Like, I had to leave y'all. Like, I just had to go away.
Yeah.
Like, I felt constrained and bounded and tethered. Like, I was like, and it just felt that way, and it was simultaneously amazing, right? Right? You know what I mean? Like, and that's just feels like the paradox of family, right? You're like, this feels great, and also I'm in a cage. Like, And so moving was really leaving. I mean, a lot of that shit behind, and I had grown so much in undergrad. Like, I was a completely different person. In like a bunch of different ways that I felt unable to shift my relationships there to match the person I was like trying to be. And so moving here was a part of that, like was a reset, a restarting that felt good. And also super strange and scary. Like moved to fucking Southern alone. Like I was on my flight, I flew here on July 4th. And because the flight was only $60, so that's when I booked. And I threw all my shit away because I'm a hoarder. But I'd thrown a bunch of my shit away. I only brought clothes and bedding. And we're moving on the flight. We're going down the thing. We're going to I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
I'm like, are you really moving to fucking Utah? Like, you're not coming back? Like, you had your life on this fucking plane. Like, I remember, like, I was having this, like, deep dread.
Yeah.
And I had not felt that until the moment I got on the plane. Like, I was fine. Like, I need to leave. I'm happy to be leaving. I'm good to be leaving. And until I got on the plane, it hit me that I was really leaving all these things I knew. It was intense.
Yeah.
It was like an intense moment. But it's been rewarding mostly. Like, it's been mostly rewarding. Like, it's been good.
Yeah.